Hello, you're watching Generation, an English program dedicated to sharing the new generation's achievements, values, and interests through a look at their day-to-day life. Today, we'll meet an amazingly active, adventurous young woman, Munkhjin Tserennadmid, who goes by her nickname, Jinji.
Hello everybody, my name is Munkhjin, but I go by Jinji. I'm so honored appearing on the show that I'm a huge fan of.
Jinji majored in journalism. She's interviewed lots of people, but this is her first time being interviewed. What are your morning routines like?
Mostly I wake up between 5:30 to 6 a.m. So I really like to start my day with the chunk of time for myself. Mostly I do journaling and reading, meditating, and sometimes I take course from Udemy, Coursera. But the one thing that I never miss out is exercising and running.
Jinji is quite active and she's taking part in a running challenge to run 100 kilometers a month. Can you tell us about your running challenge?
Well, I've been running for the last 2 years on and off, but since the last quarantine in May, I started running constantly. This month, I'm participating 100 kilometer challenge, which is hosted by Active Running Club. So we form a team, consists of 3 to 4 people, and we all have to complete 100 kilometer in a month. Running is the best way to stay healthy and energetic, both physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. So after getting my endorphin high, I go to home and have a cold shower, and then I prepare my lunch, and then I head to my work. My work is 30 minutes away from my home, and usually I go for walking. So let's start my day together. So, well, I'm coming to work. It's 8:15, so it means I have 10 minutes. So I work at Nomadic Content LLC, a marketing and media agency. You guys may know our company from our child content, Munkhjin, and recently we made animation, Spotty Friend or Tserennadmid. And also, I hope you guys know about lit.style. So I'm so excited what the mystery is waiting for me. So it is early in the morning. I came to my work. So coming to my work is really fun for me because it's not only a work, it's a home for me. Because as you guys see, it's so friendly environment where creativity can be cultivated.
What principles do you follow at your work?
When you are a most common employee, you have to focus on your daily tasks, and it's very clear, right? So, but you are a manager and you have to manage all those stuff and get the work done. So you wear many hats and you need to be working on a busy schedule. Most importantly, you have to do it on time and keep your client satisfaction. So you need to be focused on what can I do more? How can I bring more value to my organization, right? I don't want to be an ordinary employee. I want to be extraordinary, someone that cannot be easily replaced. So that's why this is the place where I belong.
Jinji's colleagues often have breakfast or lunch together at work. They even have the meals in their kitchen. What's the best thing about having your meals all together at work?
It is really quality time, actually. I mean, because we do brainstorm here, and also it is like, you know, I feel like you are in home, not on work. So you can freely talk to your colleagues, and you have discuss ideas, and you have make fun. That kind of warm environment, which is really important for feel satisfied, feel fulfilled at work.
At this Nomadic Content Marketing Agency, our guest Jinji has already worked for over 3 years, not long after she graduated from the National University of Mongolia in 2018, majoring as a journalist. Could you tell us why you majored as a journalist?
I'm a grandparent's child, so they always wanted me to become a doctor, but chemistry was not my cup of tea. I was so curious student and I was always used to thirst for the knowledge. I was really into reading, writing and wondering about the world, why things are the way they are, why we call boats as a boat instead of a big bench, why my grandmother doesn't have a beard like my grandfather, etc. So that's why I became a journalist.
What responsibilities do you have at work as a creative manager?
As a creative manager of the media and marketing industry, I wear many hats and I cover all the journalistic content of my company. To narrow down, I'm editor-in-chief of the lit.style news website, which aims to empower young generation to the next level and lead to the prosperity. So I mostly cover development topics, articles, education, business, human rights, etc. And aside from leading the website theme, I'm responsible for the several projects of my company. I want to highlight one of them, which is FamilyCenter.mn, a media platform which aims to prevent and combat the gender-based violence and domestic violence in Mongolia. So I'm so honored to be working as editor-in-chief of the FamilyCenter.mn website, because I have an opportunity to interviewing specialists that I can broaden my horizon about in terms of human rights and gender and psychology. And most importantly, I delivered the important message of human rights and how to build meaningful and healthy relationship, etc. That's why I'm so satisfied with this role. I'm gonna show you guys my workplace, so let's get started. This is our makeup room where ladies do their hair and makeup. So this is the hall where visual artists sit and work here, and this is the section for our animators. This is our marketing and media sections. So this is my desk. So in a lunch break, we read some books and we can rest on the beanbag. And this is my boss, my employer room. This is our meeting room where we can host meetings and do some brainstorm. Okay, let's move on to our video shooting section. This is our bullet time photo booth. So let's see what those guys are doing. They're playing PlayStation. We really enjoy our lunch break here. Sometimes we do here a movie night. Some days we play game together. So 이제 би ганц тоглож. Би аль нь юм бэ гэдэг чинь. Чи хөгжөөгөө ноолгоосаа. Би хэлэхгүй яасан. Би хүн түрүү нэмэгтэйгэн сонгоод тээ. Зүгээр яа. Би өгчлээ.
It was a great day at work. Jinji has lots of plans for the rest of her day. Our next destination is the Patala coffee shop, where she meets her friend and chess coach Bobo.
It's okay. Thursday is my most favorite day of the week. So recently I'm learning a chess from my friend. The reason why I like to come to Patala coffee shop is it gives me a feeling of like I'm in Tibet or I'm in ashram, which is so calm, and as you guys listen to the music, all things are so perfect to have time for self-reflect. This is my friend Bobo, who is a teacher at one of the English training center. So let's meet with my friend Bobo.
Okay, so you just called me Bobo, which is my nickname. So that's all. I'm the friend of Jinji.
How would you describe Jinji?
I would like to say she's one of the positive girls I have ever known in my life, and she's very generous and amicable person. And I would like to say about the chess, and I think she's so curious, and she doesn't give up on learning new stuff, and learning chess can improve our cognitive skills, including, the problem solving and decision maker and so on. So maybe that's the reason why she's learned the chess.
Look how focused the girls are when playing chess. It's now about the time the girls have finished their chess session. Bye, Bubu. It was nice meeting you. Now, Jinji, you play chess weekly, go running in the morning, and what else do you do? What are the important things you always do daily or weekly, and why?
So I try to balance my work and life, so that's why I plan extracurricular for myself. So that includes every single Sunday I have a Toastmasters meeting afternoon, and on Sunday, early in the morning, I go for hiking with my friends to stay physically healthy. At the same time, I can gain energy of the week.
As a journalist, she is great at interviewing people. Using her talents, Jinji hosts her own educational podcast called Connected. Why did you start creating the Connected podcast?
In terms of my podcast named Connected, I initiated it recently, about a month ago. Through my podcast, Connected, I want to try to connect those Mongol young minds who are living all around the world and helping them to bridge and connect each other, and also help the students who are willing to study or work abroad or take their career life to the next level.
Jinji was also a part of a project to teach Mongolian to foreigners called Easy Mongolian, where she hosted YouTube videos on the Mongolian language. How was it like when you were working on the Easy Mongolian project?
Back in 2015, I've been co-producing a project named Easy Mongolian, which is a branch of the international project named Easy Languages. Back in that time, I didn't thought that I was doing YouTube, so it was so interesting. So we are trying to help the foreigners who want to learn Mongolian languages. So we make authentic street interviews to help those guys to learn about Mongolian life and Mongolian language. So what I found out from this experience which was really exhilarating. I really am blown away. There are thousands of people who are willing to learn the language which can be spoken only 3 million. That was a big learning of my blogging life. So actually I have a plan to make interview with my friend who is a former president of UB Toastmasters Club. So last June I initiated a journalistic project on my club, which is named Humans of UB Toastmasters, to discover the Toastmasters' unique life story and promote my club. So it's time for meet Tene and interviewing her. Let's go. So you were in VP Education and President.
Yeah.
And now you are also VP PR of one of the best club of Toastmasters. So what is the joy and challenges of being officer at the member, being Toastmasters? Can you share us with us?
So in my heart, I want to help lots of youth of Mongolia as much as I can. So what I started my journey is that open those people's eyes at first. So at the moment, what I learned is that we lack lots of skills. We have to learn from the world. So I joined the Singaporean Toastmasters Club, right? So from this club, I want to learn for about a year, like what they are applying to the club, and also try to incorporate it into our club. So want to teach more people.
We asked Jinji's friend and a former fellow club member Tsene to describe Jinji.
I met Jinji at UB Toastmasters meeting, and she is one of my best friends, and we do lots of crazy things, and she is very proactive and also crazy person as well. Because every Sunday I go hiking with her, and also we talk about lots of interesting things and also enjoy with ourselves. The another thing that we did is that, during the COVID-19, every person is inactive at home, right? So what we did is that we go up to the Jason Hill and also go to the Center Park to go for running for the first time in my life. So it was a very nice experience, not only for me, but also for my other friends as well. So this is the person, this is the best friend that I have in my earth, and also I'm so very happy to have her in my life.
As we already said, Jinji is truly an adventurer. Not only is she engaged in a number of clubs and social activities, but her other deep passion is also traveling.
Back in 2019, I've been struggling with anxiety for a long time, and my life seemed completely empty. So that I took my vacation and I set on my very first solo backpacking with very low budget, and I could say almost no plan, but the only thing I had was a burning desire to discover myself and other world. So I booked my train ticket, and I decided to, I should go for Beijing first, and then I will make a plan. But my plan has changed when I hit to the Huhot city. So I directly decided to go to the Shaanxi province, Xi'an city, ancient city of the Xi'an. So my unplanned decision landed me to the mysterious world. My solo travel throughout China has shed light on my life and changed my perception clockwise.
Now at the end of the stay, we're here at the UB Toastmasters Club meeting. The club runs weekly meetings and is a part of the global organization Toastmasters International, which has nearly 16,000 branch clubs all over the world.
Here we are at UB Toastmasters meeting. Exactly a year ago, a friend of mine called me and, Jinji, would you like to come Toastmasters meeting? I was like, Toast what? Is that a cooking club or something? And then I came here with my friend and I just blown away how the constructive feedback they can provide to each other and how they manage, how they organize the meeting at that professional level and how warm atmosphere they have. So I impromptu decided to join this club, and since I became Toastmaster, there is a lot of things happen in my life, and I could say this is the turning point of my life. Before I joined Toastmaster Club, I always hesitating myself. Do I really qualified for this opportunity, or do I really can do this? But since I became Toastmasters, I unlocked my true potential.
Well, this is the end of our busy and lively day with Jinji. But before we close our program, could you tell us what you're aiming to achieve in the future?
Well, there is a couple of things. So if I had to highlight several, the first one is I really want to help and contribute to my community and make changes by bridging the educational and opportunity gap across the Mongolia. And The second, I really want to do as much as crazy thing and make more memories and take more crazy and memorable actions.
Thanks a million, Jinji, for sharing the day and showing us how vigorous and courageous a person you are. We're sure that you'll keep thriving and achieving whatever you put your mind to in life.
It has been so wonderful to being with you guys for the whole day. So I'm so delighted to appearing on my favorite show, MNB World Generation. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Now I have to go. Bye bye.